Hello, this is Kyle from WP Site, and I'm here to explain how Content Resharer Pro WordPress plugin works. So, first I want to go over what it does, and basically it allows you to reshare old posts to social media platforms, and what that basically does is generate more traffic to those old posts. So, this plugin is really good for getting more traffic to your old content. And over here we see the menu for the plugin, and there's accounts, there's messages, you have exclude posts, and a help. So the accounts is basically all your accounts to all the social channels you want. Here I have a LinkedIn account, a Facebook page account, a Facebook user account, and a Twitter account. These are all my personal accounts. For messages, this is actually one of the best features of the plugin. Basically, these are all the messages that you would append to your reshare. So for example, this message basically shows this, check out this great post before the message content. And this is really great if you have a lot of messages because it makes your reshares more human-like. So it allows the user to be more engaged and have a feeling that you're actually posting to your social media platform. Exclude posts, basically, this allows you to exclude posts that are not evergreen, which basically means posts that go stale over time. For example, if you wrote about the best plugins of September 2014, by let's say December or January the next year, that post is going to be stale and not relevant, so you would exclude it here, and you would just check and then hit the save button. But as you can see, scrolling down is a long time, so we added a little thing up here where you can search by, you can show post by your category, and then you hit the save. And then the help, we have a pretty extensive help part of the plugin. It basically answers a lot of questions for you, explains things, what's a message, how can I edit my account. It shows you how to set up your Twitter, your Facebook, and your LinkedIn accounts, and also has a frequently asked questions section to it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and create a test Twitter account. So we hit add new, and I'm going to call this Twitter test. It's a Twitter account. And now I have to get my API key, API secret, access token, and access token secret. And how do I get these? So this will link to the Twitter help page, which shows you how to set up a Twitter developer app. And once you have it set up, you will then be able to get the 4 things you need. I already went ahead and set up this account. So all I have to do is copy and paste these things into the account. So let's go ahead and copy and paste these things here. So now I have those and everything is good with that. So I can go to my general tab, and this basically allows me to set if the account is active or inactive, and the interval which to post. So I can post at a 6-hour interval, I can post at a 12-hour interval, I can post at a 2-hour interval, I can post at a 4.5-hour interval, I can post at a 5.671 interval. So decimals are valid. I can go to content. I can share just my title of the post, the excerpt of the post, or the title and the excerpt. And depending on which social media channel you're posting to, you should select this one, which is relevant. So if you have a Twitter account, you'd most likely just do title because there's a 140 character limit. But if you have a Facebook or LinkedIn account, title and excerpt might be better because it has more content. Hashtags, this is for Twitter only. So do you want to include hashtags? So do not include them. From the post meta box content reshare hashtags, that is, if you go into an edit post screen and you scroll down below featured image, you see that I have these tags. This is a post level tag that basically will show up for this post. So you can have different tags for different posts. Then we have the first category. So for this post, it would be uncategorized, would be the hashtag. And we have specific hashtags. So this would be global hashtags. So each reshare to Twitter would get these hashtags. You can add your bit.ly URL shortener. All you need to do is input your access token. You can include the link and you can include the featured image. And now we go to the filters, which is which posts should we reshare. These first two tell Content Resharer what posts are valid based off of the age of the post. So this says the post at minimum has to be 30 days old and at the maximum is 60 days old. So basically only publish posts that are between a month and 2 months old. So we can change that to between today and 30 days ago, or we can do 20 days and 23 days ago. Include certain post types, so we can do the post, we can do page also, we can do custom post types like Jetpack Portfolio, or either or. And we can exclude posts in certain categories. So if you have a category that you don't want to reshare, you can have excluded right here. So once we're all done, we'll hit Save Changes, and this will bring us back to the General Accounts tab, and you will then see your new account added in at the bottom of the list. Now, this account won't have the profile image set up next to it, but now all we need to do is refresh the page, and then you'll see the profile image set up next to it right here, and that tells us that's connected. And as you can see, if I go to my test account, that's correct. That is the profile image. So here we're on the accounts page. We can hit reshare now, which will reshare the a post to this social media channel, and it will not affect the interval. So they'll still reshare at those intervals. And it's also a good way to debug and see if you actually did set up your account correctly. So if we hit reshare now, it will bring us to a debug screen and it will show us what Twitter said back to us after creating a tweet. It was created as Friday, September 26. This is the tweet that it created, and it created from this Twitter app. So now if we refresh our Twitter page, we can see that 21 seconds ago, we published a post, read now, with those hashtags. And if we go back to our account, we can see that it matches up. So that's great. Now I'm going to go over the messages part, which basically is going to show us how to do the messages. So if I want to add a message, let's call this test message. I can say this is a test message. And as I type, you can see that this below here, the preview will change. And you can select where it's going to be in the content, before or after, and then the preview will show you what it could look like with a link attached to it. So I want it to be after. So I'll save these changes, and then it will populate the message below in the list of messages. And now, when I have this message here, I can also go into my post edit screen, and I can say to just this post, I don't want certain messages publishing with this post. So you can basically, on a post level, determine which global messages would be shared. So by default, all global messages are being shared with each post, but say a certain post, some global messages aren't relevant. So let's say this one and that one and that one aren't relevant for this post. So only these three are relevant. I can then update this post, and now whenever this post is reshared, it will only select from those global messages that I have checked off in this post meta box down here. You can even go further and have specific messages related to a post. So a post can have its own custom messages. And if you have content in these text fields, these messages will supersede all your global messages. And whenever this post is published, these custom messages will be published with it. So it's really a really extensive platform for messages, which allows you to have extreme amount of control over what messages are posted with which content. And then finally, you can always go back into our support forum and ask any questions if you have any questions or concerns. And that's it. So I hope I was helpful in explaining how this plugin worked, and I hope you enjoy it.